Um, I'm gonna start by rolling a fucking blunt. How about that?
All right, I'm gonna smoke.
So, just want to say congratulations, Ray. You definitely completed one of your tasks that you made for the year,
Hell yeah.
and I gotta say I'm really proud of you, sir.
Thank you.
How was that difficult, or was it just like annoying?
It was just a task. Honestly, I learned that I just gotta study. Honestly, I hated school, so doing something I haven't done in a long time was difficult. But everything else was kind of easy.
Do you do you know what you passed with, or do you just
92%.
92%? Holy shit!
92%. I got 4 wrong. I don't even know before I got wrong, but
They told you you got 4 wrong.
I don't think I got it. I thought I got 100. Nah, there was definitely 2 questions. I was like, "Fuck, I don't know.
You said,
I don't know. I don't know what part was this in."
Hey man, you know 92% of your shit.
Yeah.
Probably no more. It was just test settings or whatever. Maybe the question was weird.
Shit was dope. It was great. Is that I learned how much is going to help me with the Wim Hof method.
Look at that.
The information on inflammation is crazy. That's what helps more. The information on inflammation.
What I like is every time I come over here, there's some new information that I have no idea what the hell I'm learning, but it's crazy. It's beyond what I've learned. You know?
Yo, you know what was crazy? You're gonna be shocked. David Blake came over.
Shut up.
Yeah, he came over, and he's like, "Oh, let's go have a drink." You know, congrats on passing the test. I was like, "All right, dope."
Mm-hmm.
Came and within 20 minutes of having a conversation, he's like, "Yo, Ray." He's like, "I don't know if you realize, but you're a different nigga to talk to right now." He's like, "I feel stupid talking to you." He's like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Inflammation, Wim Hof." He's like, you're talking about creating a business. He's like, "Damn, you came back from the Philippines," and he's like, he's like, "Do you realize what you did in the past couple of months?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Honestly, I didn't." I said, "Because I'm not done. Because I don't think I should be happy with this passing some tests."
Of course. Shout out to Blade, dude, too, for even acknowledging it. You know,
Yeah.
He could be a fucking schmuck and be like, "Hey, yo, Ray, let's go out and
Hating
drink."
ass nigga, man.
You know, but he's being aware. You know, that's what's up. We shit, Blade. So what's next on the agenda after this? What's the next tier of conquering? I guess if you want to call it.
Back to training. Back to full training. Trying to get the black belt and get the Wim Hof method down pat.
The Wim Hof is gonna take
some time. Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't even know the thing with the Wim Hof is I don't know how long. There's no time frame for how long that will end, but I think soon.
It's definitely worth it. Those one of the it's like jujitsu.
Yeah,
it's like you don't want to rush that.
You don't want to rush your belt. Yeah. But that's the next step too is getting a fucking black belt. I already said it. I told Dave. I said I don't even think I want to get promoted. I just want to strangle a black belt so badly that nigga takes it off.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know what? I don't even want you to promote me.
Well, I think that's part of the lesson too, as well as gaining your black belt is
humility, waiting for it.
Humility is I think that's the difference between a brown belt and a black belt. Right now, I think you're at brown belt level where you're ferocious right now. I think brown belts are harder to roll with than black belts for some reason. I don't know why. Brown belt will make you pay for every move and make you feel pain the whole time rolling, and a black belt will just throw you in shit. You're rolling and you feel like they'll make you almost feel like you're winning, and then they'll just set you up with something.
Strangling.
So I think that's the very small margin between a black belt and a brown belt is just that space of losing the ferocity and accepting. You know, I think black belts more accept getting strangled. You know, brown belts are still like, I don't know. That's not all brown belts. I'm pretty sure there's brown belts that are different. But from my experience rolling brown belts, they're always harder for some reason.
Yeah, because they need to prove they need to get the black belt. Because once you got your brown belt, it's like, why aren't you a black belt? It's fucked up. Once you get your brown, you're like, damn, I'm not a black guy. But you know the difference. There's brown belts who go with black belts, and they know the difference real quick.
Did you hear about that story of it's actually recent. There was a jujitsu professor that was not part of the Gracie family or lineage, I think it was. There's a rule in jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, that if you're not part of the Gracie lineage, then you can't be promoted to 10th degree red belt.
I don't just
Yeah, you can't be. He was a 9th degree black red belt, and he wanted to get promoted. He wanted to receive his last promotion, 10th degree red belt, but he wasn't able to because he wasn't a Gracie. He didn't have carried the Gracie name, and I think that's a law that the Gracies put in place. So what he did, which was pretty awesome, was he took a white belt and put a red bar on it. So he promoted himself.
He made him hold his own belt.
He went right back to white belt with a red bar.
That's kind of dope.
That is dope. It's pretty dope. He caused a lot of. He stirred it up. Did you look it up? Did you see it?
I'm kind of.
It's pretty dope.
Promoted to white belt with red.
Yeah, man. So, what do you think about that? You need more information?
I think once you're at a fucking 9th degree, who the fuck really care? Do you really care? Like, do you wanted that shit that badly? Like, 9th degree belt, and you want to fucking cry about it?
I think so. I mean,
I wouldn't care. If I'm already a black belt and I have 8 stripes and I just got a 9, there's worse things to care about.
well, when you get to
who could even promote you at that level? Who's alive?
A 10th degree red belt. I mean, who's alive? That's true. Who does promote you?
Who the fuck promotes you?
I'm pretty sure there's like a freaking.
That's like who promotes a super grandmaster Super Saiyan.
There's not a board of Gracies. I'm pretty sure they have some kind of round table of Gracies. I'm sure. You know? Who has the highest degree in Gracie lineage right now? Who's like 7th degree? I mean, Gracie Bada and all those.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's some players right now. Yeah. It's been some years. There's some players right now with some bars on their belt.
Hickson's pretty high up there, but
Hickson, yeah. I think, didn't Hickson get his red belt?
yeah.
But there's degrees on the red belt, right? It has to be,
yeah.
Because this guy was a 9th degree
I
red
don't know
belt.
who the fuck is alive to get it. It's a bunch of 90-year-old men promoting each other. Like, come on, you're almost dead.
But until you roll with that motherfucker.
No.
You don't think he'll choke?
No.
Come on.
No.
Now you're hating. Come on.
I'm not hating. There's no way a 90-year-old man is tapping me out.
Not 90.
I'm gonna whoop his ass. He's gonna hurt.
Definitely
gonna
so
hurt.
wrong to say, man.
No,
He's gonna beat on.
I think this is what happens. And you know what? I learned this lesson with Leo one time. The black belt came to the gym, right? Mm-hmm. And I rolled with him. And I was a blue belt. And Leo looked at me like, get him. I was like, all right, I got this, professor. Mm-hmm. I'm getting him. I rolled with him. And nobody won. It was a scramble. He was tough. I was just using mad strength and mad athleticism.
Okay.
But he didn't tap me out. And then at the end, we shook hands. The round was over. Leo comes to me. He goes, "You showed him too much respect."
You serious?
Yeah. He's like, "You showed him too much respect." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're better than that." And on top of it, that doesn't bring out his full jiu-jitsu either. He's like, "If you show him too much respect, you're not performing the way you can. If you're gonna tap him, tap him." I was like, "Damn." I think that's what happens with like high level red belts and black belts. Is some people they see the belt, they go, "Damn, he should kill me," and they kind of just allow it to happen and shit.
I dig it. I definitely did it.
And I kind of got it because there were certain times where I was rolling with the guy,
mm-hmm.
and I could have I could have put more intensity into a situation, and I was like, all right, let me see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Because he's a black belt. Let me see what he's gonna do. Instead of like, yo, just fucking choke his nigga.
There's a discretion. No, you're not. You don't want to put a
No,
old man in the
tap
hospital.
him out. Tap him out. He should. He signed a waiver.
Yeah, but they put it on there. That's. I think that's what I'm learning right now. This shit sounds so muffled right now. I'm trying to
I'm
figure
wondering
this
why
out.
it's doing that. You hear that?
Yeah,
That crackle.
the crack. Oh, we gotta figure it out. Oh, hello.
Crackle. Oh, I think that was fixed. What was that?
I don't know. Was that it?
Hello. Yeah.
All right. See,
Cool. I was wondering.
All right. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to put a 90-degree person, a 90-year-old person in the hospital, man.
Nah, you can tap him out gently. Or should you?
Yeah, because jujitsu is not only about the tap. I think that's what it is. I think that's what you learn during the process is that this is where the whole thing comes in. Like jujitsu is made for war, right? It's made for combat. But the judokas and all that, they considered it a lifestyle. So it wasn't. It could have been only about fighting. It couldn't have been. It's the training. It's the mental discipline and stuff. The conversations you have with your peers and your training partners. I think there's a lot of that, you know. Testing. Shit. Yo, this podcast is gonna be all fucking crazy. Try to get it right, but we, you know what I mean? We ain't no gurus out here. No tech gurus, at least. So that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get 7 years old. And you're gonna give yourself a fucking belt.
Me? Yeah. Nah, it's not black. I'm good.
That's it. You see, you're not ready.
I'll just enjoy the journey after that. You think anybody goes, I want a red belt? No, you just you're just a black belt for mad long who's enjoying the journey.
Hey man, I don't care. Like, I really don't mind being a blue belt for the rest of my life, to be honest.
Hell no.
He said, hell no. Well, I think a blue belt choking out a black belt is better.
The second somebody gives you a purple belt, you're like, finally!
Nah. The only reason I see it, the only reason why I saw it before was because of teaching. Like I wanted to get a belt so I could teach at least, you know, some basic classes. I think when you get a purple belt, you're able to teach at least some kind of basic jiu-jitsu, you know. Yeah. But there's certain people that believe that you shouldn't be teaching jiu-jitsu at all unless you're a black belt. And I think that's where I changed to. I think it's more important to learn from a black belt when you first start than rather when you don't start. Like, I don't think your first classes of jiu-jitsu should be with a purple belt or a blue belt or even a brown belt. I think your first classes of jiu-jitsu should be with a black belt.
See a black belt?
Because
it depends on the class.
Well, you gotta imagine, like, you have to see, like, maybe a brown belt. Because a brown belt's been through wars and they have a story to tell. I'm saying maybe a brown belt because a brown belt is like right next to a black belt. It's just there's just like very little subtle things that they change from being a brown belt to a black belt. I guess the time or you finesse your moves a little bit more. But you have to have a story to tell. You know, you have to have something to tell your students because if you don't, then there's going to come to a point where you're going to be like, there's nothing more I could show you. Yeah. And that time comes. I mean, it happens with a black belt. There's times when a good teacher is supposed to teach somebody who's supposed to surpass him. You know, that's how you know you're a good teacher when you teach.
He got old and you're fucking still.
Well, not only that, like just maybe not that. I mean, sometimes I've seen teachers teach where they just create phenoms. You know what I mean? And they could still be in shape or they could still be in it, but their student just becomes somewhere else. You know, you see it all the time. I think it happened in Jackson's a couple of times. I think it's very important because you could develop some mistakes, no? When you're in the beginning.
Yeah.
Look at those people that we saw in the beginning teaching and shit. Like, all those people now, they hold a purple belt or a brown belt now, and they go somewhere else and they get destroyed. You know. Oh man. Been doing this these classes, man. They're kind of changing me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually upgrading a little bit. Got an ashtray somewhere? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. We back. Now tell me, who the hell spends $800 on a motherfucking speaking course?
Yeah, so much you paid for that?
Spent $800. But it was more. It was more than that. It was.
It's worth it. It's worth
It was worth it, yeah, because I'm learning a lot of stuff, you know, as far as psychology and speaking and learning how the mind is, you know. You can't be cheap. There's certain things you have to pay for. And I learned that, you know, you have to. Information you have to in today's age, you have to pay for it because there's so much false information out there. It's so easy to get caught up. I've been almost 2 weeks in the program, and it blows my mind every time. And it sucks because you want to tell people about it, you know. You want to try to elaborate or like try to convince people, yo, you should do this stuff, you know. And it's hard to convince people because it's kind of mundane stuff. It's like stuff you see, and you got to do this every day. It's like 15-20 minutes a day of doing like simple shit.
It was funny. I put in my notes. One of the things that's fucking people up is not sharing information.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I put not sharing information is the downfall to our people.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of people would disagree with that, right?
That's why they contribute to the downfall.
Let me tell you why. Because if you look at history, some societies were destroyed because they gave information, right? And if you look at all the empires and all the civilizations and all the kingdoms that survive now, they basically took information from other people and they claimed it as theirs.
Yeah, so what? It's just information. It's there. It's like if I know what a cayenne pepper is, why can't someone else know what a cayenne pepper is? Its benefits.
Because if the whole world knows what that cayenne pepper is, and the cayenne pepper becomes,
you won't take it.
Well, not take it, but it becomes we call that saturated. So imagine you get a cayenne pepper that's grown and it takes time to cultivate and it's the illest pepper that you have, but then everybody starts knowing about it. You got to start supplying this pepper. You got to start
naturally growing it. Yeah. So that's why I think vegans are stupid.
Why? Because you think they grow too much vegetables and shit?
Because they can't grow too much vegetables. Every fucking vegan that swears he's a shit always lives in the city, buy Whole Foods, and they have the ability to say, oh yeah, I'm vegan because when they go to the supermarket, it's easy to get almond milk and it's easy to get a fucking fake ass tofu chicken. But realistically, if you're going to be healthy, eventually winter comes, your crops die, and there's no natural, real food.
True.
So if everyone was a fucking vegan, eventually you hungry motherfuckers are going to look at each other and go, damn, crops is dead. What can we eat?
That's true.
They're not in a natural habitat to be anything. But it's easy for them to be a vegan because they're not in their natural habitat.
That is very true. I think, if you put them in any survival situation, it's very hard.
Yeah. Even I used to love Naked and Afraid. And look, all the vegans that used to be on the show,
they had to eat some fish or some kind of meat.
They either had to eat some fish or some shit to survive, or when they lasted the whole 21 days, they were skeletons, almost dying. I made it. Nigga,
you made 21 days.
You barely survived. That's not thriving as a human being.
No,
that's barely. If any animal had came in contact with that person, they would have been dead.
That's it.
But they were just laying on the beach, like halfway dead. Like, oh, I'm a vegan. Help! That's not surviving. Your body can't sustain that. You gotta eat something.
Well, there's people the reason why people argue with it is they will say is we don't live like that anymore. We don't live like animals.
Upgrade. But that's not true. You still live like that.
In a mental form, we do. We live ferocious in a different setting. We don't have to be physical anymore. You know.
But we're ferocious.
Still ferocious.
Because if you look at it, the people who are eating quality food aren't the regular people.
Not at all. They're ferocious.
Mass stream of food is like fucking fake. It has no nutrients. China is bringing tons of food that is fake as fuck with no nutrients. It is less than half of the quality. So yeah, we're still survival of the fittest, but everyone's being fake about it. No one's upfrontly being survival. Like before, if a lion's hungry, he kills something. If a hyena wants it, it's gonna steal it. Mm-hmm. Now, where the hyena is going, here, I got some chicken. It's fake as fuck. Gives it to a lion, go get the real chicken.
I try to see that though. When you look at nature, I mean, how much do you compare yourself with nature?
I would love to be more like nature.
Yeah.
Chaos, hell yeah.
Well, if you look at nature, everything is about foolery and fuckery. You know, every animal that survives, they have to hide or they have to trick to survive.
Yeah.
You know,
I get it. Yeah, that's how I respect it. Everyone has their own survival tactic.
Exactly. So if you look at humans, there's certain people and there's certain cultures that develop certain survival tactics. You know,
survival tactics. That's why, honestly, when you look at a bitch ass motherfucker, like he's pussy, he's soft, he calls them cops.
Yeah,
it's a survival.
That's
tactic.
a survival tactic
For the new future.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's a survival tactic. That's what it is for the grand scheme of.
It pisses me off to say it. Like, all right,
yeah.
But honestly, who would you rather be? The lion, the king of the jungle, or a fucking hyena?
Well,
I'd rather be a lion. But hyenas survive pretty well.
Lions do too. They just we're at a time when the lions are scared of the rats. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, lions are scared of rats. Because shit, that's a good one. That goes to my second note. People can't take a hit no more.
Not at all. That's why I love that new Dave Chappelle shit that just came out. That shit hit everybody.
Yo, that Dave Chappelle shit was fire.
But he went out
Should we watch that? Should we put it on in the background?
No.
It's copyrighted?
Yeah. I don't know how that works. I wouldn't want to do that to him either. If you're going to watch him, go watch him on your own call. Yeah, that shit is dope.
He's the man.
He deserves his money. So go, get your Netflix. Definitely watch that shit. That shit is dope. That shit, oh my god. I was in the van driving that shit when I was watching that shit.
I went to bed. They deserve that shit. I was like, babe. She came home, rolled the blunt. She pissed me off earlier, so she rolled the blunt. She never rolls until she gets me mad. Roll the blunt. You wanna watch TV? Yeah, alright. Can't be mad at you, roll,
He hit all the marks on that one, man. You know why I like Dave Chappelle? Because he always leaves you wanting more. Like every time he gets off stage, you're like, oh.
That's why he had an epilogue to this shit. I was start. I watched the whole thing. I was like, fuck it.
Like, that's it. I need more. He came a long way. He's been doing it for since 14.
Laugh one more time.
He's been doing it since 14 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He talks. He's the main voucher for failure. He talks about how the only reason why he's there is because he had to fail so many times to get there. You know what I'm saying? And he said, what he said? He just got there by pure, like just waiting it out. You know how they got everybody else just falls and shit. You're the last one. Like, hey, I guess you can only use me now.
Yeah.
That's how he said it. But he's funny. He's funny as shit. There's weird stories like that. I've been those fucking stories fascinate me. I swear to God. I love hearing the story of somebody who like was basically the fucking lotus flower in the mud. Like nobody gave him the time of the day. Like nothing. Like the worst of the worst. You know. I don't know if I told you the story of Bo Eason. That's the first gentleman that I started studying when I'm on this journey. and he was the worst safety player in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
He was the worst safety NFL player in 350 colleges, and wait, you spilling beer?
Not conversation.
Oh, got him in the freezer. That's why. Thank you, sir. Imagine we get a fucking electrocutor right here.
Nah, it's fucking wild.
So Bowie in 350 colleges didn't want him, and he ended up training vigorously, like Michael Jordan trained, like every day, pushing himself, waking up 2-3 hours before the team, doing laps every day, like killing his body basically. Where he ended up being the #1 safety player in the NFL over the course of years. I forgot what team he played, but he played with Jerry Rice and I believe Joe Montana, not Joe Montana, the other one. I forgot. But he definitely played with Jerry Rice because I know about Jerry Rice because of the story he said. He said he had to work his way up to be talented. He wasn't talented at all. He's one of those guys that weren't gifted with talent. He had to work hard, and he proved that working hard sometimes is better than having talent. You can have the best talent in the world, and if you don't work, you're always going to have that person that's going to come behind you and take that from you. And this motherfucker said that his work ethic, nobody was compared to. Like, nobody compared to his work ethic. He'll wake up 2-3 hours before the team and be doing laps on the football field, doing his work. And by the time the team comes, he's already warmed up, ready to go. This nigga, he said the first day he went to go play with the team that this guy was on, he woke up 2-3 hours before the team, went out to go do his thing. He's stretching. He's on the field. He's stretching. He's doing his shit. And then he goes to fucking run. And right before he goes to run, he sees Jerry Rice just sprinting right behind him. Just sprints right past him. Bam! And he's like, what the fuck? And he looks at him. He's like, this man was up at least fucking 30 minutes to an hour before him. And he said that's something that stuck with him. He said he was with the fucking... During that time, he understands why Jerry Rice was the best player in the NFL because of his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Having a crazy work ethic is better than having talent. You know what I'm saying? You can be gifted with talent. Some people are gifted with it, like a Mayweather. Even Mayweather had that work ethic. You can be gifted with some shit, and that shit could just go away. I could even vouch for that shit. I'll tell you that from my first hand because there's a lot of shit that I done started that I never finished. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like this journey because this is one of the things that we started. You know what I'm saying? Like you fucking sparked it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how this started.
I know.
Nah, it was your idea to start it originally.
No, that's the podcast. The podcast is just part of it. But like, to turn the switch, like, stop being fucking fuck ups and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the leaf. You know what I'm saying? Just finding that fucking motivation. Just saying, yo, I gotta push myself to this limit. Like you basically said that I'm gonna do something that not a lot of people could do. You know what I'm saying? We was like, we gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit alone. Hell no. You could do it alone, but
It's insane.
this shit is powerful shit, man. So watching videos like that, that's part of the journey, part of the training. That's why I'm rambling in my fucking mouth. What? Right now? This nigga gonna do that shit right now. This podcast.
I just had to do those situations.
Yo, come on, man. You gotta be professional. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make this shit happen.
I was professional. Sometimes you just gotta go outside and answer the door.
Everything's good. Everything.
Yeah.
Alright. Well. What the hell were you talking about? trying to put this. I'm trying
niggas
to
not being able to take a hit.
Niggas not be able to take a hit.
Honestly, I really believe that's a problem.
Nigga, it's a problem all over
It's
the
like
fucking
an epidemic. A lack of fucking men who could take a slap.
Nobody want to get hit.
Nobody want to get hit.
How you gonna get hit? You get fucking slumped out. You on the ground and shit. Your head hit the floor. Nobody want to see that. Niggas want to fucking get their guns, huh?
Yo, did you see the shit with the backpacks?
Oh yeah, I'm about to invest in that shit.
That's crazy.
I'm about to buy a few and sell them shits.
Bulletproof backpacks?
Bulletproof backpacks with the bulletproof matching vests. These kids need something, son. They out there. I was listening to what was that shit? Was it Dave Chappelle that said that shit? Where he said that he's tired of the stupidest thing is these shoot 'em up drills that these schools have. He says, "How you doing that in the room full of kids when the shooter's probably in the room? Listen to all that shit.
Oh, where you going?
Where you gonna meet him at? 6 o'clock. All right. I don't know, man. It's just fucked up. You know what's fucked up is
I would tell my kid just get the fuck out, duck.
How you prepare your kid for that? You can't.
You don't. You just make him common sense. Give him some common sense. Listen, anything bad happens, don't listen to nobody. Come home. Fuck that. The school is just
sounds good, but then how do you prepare him? Like he'll listen to you like yeah, daddy, yeah. He don't know that the fuck. He don't know what the shit look like.
Just have a smart kid.
Nah, man, this shit's hard, man. You got the smartest kid, and sometimes luck is just not on your side. Imagine the niggas in the classroom with you, like you're in the room where that nigga just starts, like, all right, this is it. You're right next to the nigga, like,
hit him.
There's no situation where you couldn't prepare for that.
That's why you gotta learn self-defense young. Hit him. Choke his ass out. I bet you someone would have learned jiu-jitsu in that class. He would choke his ass out.
Sometimes it's not like that. Maybe the nigga was like went to the bathroom or some shit, like was thinking like
came back with it.
Yeah, you don't know. It's just fucked up, man.
I think somebody saw him do something. He was just too pussy to do something.
You think so?
Yeah. Most people are too pussy to do something.
I need a plastic bag. Oh, get to use this shit. You know?
Oh, it's a salmon. Like it?
What are you talking about?
The salmon.
You talking about the salmon that you made?
Yeah.
Hey,
can you taste the cayenne pepper on it or not? Or just like a hint of it?
Yo, it was a good fucking salmon, right? I'll tell you that. That shit was good. She was great. But I didn't taste it.
I've been trying to master that shit.
I didn't taste the cayenne pepper at all, to be honest.
Nah, right? I feel like it's barely a hint. Maybe I'll put more.
Oh, maybe that's good though. Maybe that's the whole gist of it. Like
it's just blended into the flavor.
Yeah, imagine somebody who doesn't eat they don't eat cayenne pepper.
They would have died.
Nah, not died, but you couldn't taste it. So like, you know you ate cayenne pepper, right?
Oh, really?
Are you sure? Yeah, you ate the whole thing. That's amazing. I love this shit.
So what do you think of today's lesson for Wim Hof?
I think it's crazy. I find it funny that Cat makes fun of him.
Pisses me off.
That shit is funny, son.
She gave me so tight.
Cause she be doing it like on the low, though. Like, she be saying some insulting shit on the low. Like, I be like, whoa, you can't be saying that shit.
Give it to
she be like,
oh,
he's a weirdo.
I think, I just invested. I'm willing to invest thousands of dollars in this fucking video, and you just insulting the shit out of him.
It's women they have an insight, that sometimes we don't have. So sometimes they see shit, sometimes they just talking shit.
Yo, she's talking shit because she was doing the breathing exercise 2 weeks in a row already, and she's been taking cold showers for a minute. Not willingly, but she's noticed the difference.
She went straight to hot showers, son. I was disappointed on her. That shot.
Oh,
like,
what? You should see. She wasn't even in the kitchen. She was in the living room, all the way over there. And I turned on the shower, and because I was taking my cold, I was like, oh shit, she's hot. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh babe, hot shower. She's like, ow! I'm getting in there.
That was fucked up. That's fucked up, man. She did a whole month, so no hot shower.
For all of you that don't know, I have turned my hot water off for a month just so I could get used to the Wim Hof method, and we just turned it back on so because Kat is tired of cold shower. She wanted some hot water.
Oh, I need cold. I need hot water, and I need it now.
It's about to get serious though. Winter time.
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. The water
New
definitely dropped.
Iceman will be born.
I'm definitely feeling the water now. The temperature's dropping.
Yo, there's actually I got invited to 2 places, and I actually might do the investment and do it real quick. Because if I could get things down packed by that date.
Well, what are you talking about? The app shit?
No, I'm past that.
Oh, what do you mean you past that? You didn't even get there.
What?
The app shit.
Oh no, not that. Well, yeah, that's the journey I'm on now. But
I thought you were talking about something.
In January, February, I was invited to 2 places, Poland, and
for the Wim Hof?
Yeah. And there's another one. Somewhere in Germany, or I have to look up the place. But Slovenia or something like that. It's crazy. They do.
That's like, is that Russian?
I gotta look it up. It was crazy though. But it was someone from the Wim Hof Method group that put it up.
You going to Russia?
Okay.
That's crazy. So that's That's Khabib, nigga.
Yeah.
That's
Slovenia is a country in the Balkans.
What the fuck is the Balkans?
In Europe. Anyway, they do like a worldwide. It's worldwide, but it's only those fucking crazy huge people that go there. The Iceland and Norway and all them. They do a winter Iceland lake.
I hate how this
swim. So it's like a competitive swim. There's 100 meters, 50 meters. There's a dip. Like you could just jump in real quick.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's called winter swimming.
Yeah, I've seen those shits on YouTube, man. It's like a bunch of people get together, they like run into like an ice fucking pond and shit. Like,
Nah, but it's not the polar bear plunge. Like the polar bear plunge in Coney Island, they just jump in real quick and they jump out. This one, they're like competitively swimming in fucking ice water.
Talking about that shit, you want to do that?
Yeah.
The polar bear?
I want to, yeah. I already looked it up to sign up.
What, Coney Island?
Yeah, Coney Island does it.
There should be a few of them actually.
But the Polar Bear Club is like the one that does it at Coney Island, and they're the ones that know to do it for like in New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, I think New Year's Day, they all jump in.
That's something we definitely should practice for.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
You know what it is? Because there's no fucking top. There's like you need fire. I don't know if they're gonna start a campfire. You know what I mean?
It looks pretty dope. I've seen pictures and it gets pretty
cold.
crazy.
I don't think the cold, like it's getting out of there and like trying to warm up. It's definitely below 32 degrees, correct?
The water?
Yeah.
It should be 32 degrees if it's not frozen.
It's not that
Yeah, no, we can do it. I'm doing this.
I thought it was gonna be like below, like 12 degrees.
Because the water that Wim Hof swam under, he said his fucking retinas froze. Was that because the water or because the temperature outside of the water?
No, it was the water.
Because it has to be ice. Isn't ice the coldest? Like water turns into ice once it reaches.
That's what I asked you about. You said ice freezes at 32 degrees.
Past 32, like below 32.
No,
that's when it starts to turn to snow.
So water freezes
at 32
degrees.
Fahrenheit.
So what's ice? Solid ice. See, this is why we have laptops.
Yeah. Laptops, iPhone.
What degree?
It's gonna say it freezes below 32.
Whoa. That's 0 degrees Celsius.
0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees.
That's solid ice. That means there's no water, just solid ice. But that's not going to be the water because it's water. It's not solid ice. So it's going to be higher than 0. Prior to the discovery, scientists believe ice formed exclusively at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it starts to freeze at 32 degrees.
So then water can't get colder than that.
Water could get colder than that.
So I'm trying to figure it out.
Frozen at 0 degrees. 0 degrees is when it's fucking just frozen.
Right,
there's no water. There's just there's ice. Just ice.
I just feel stupid right now. All right. So if water freezes at 32 degrees, then water can't get. It can't be water after 32 degrees. All right, because you know that video where Wim Hof, he's swimming in the lake, he's swimming under the iceberg.
Yeah.
Under is water. There's ice. They chop open like where they ice fish.
But the water is gonna be higher than 0 degrees. It's gonna be like 20 degrees.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not how
slushy is like.
So we can survive.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we got these shits.
I was about to say, if it's not ice, then we could do it already.
He pulls out his phone.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm looking at the winter swimming bled. It's February 3. Where's it located? Venue at Lake Bled. Slovenia. Yeah, Slovenia. This is what I was invited to. This shit is crazy, bro. No. That shit's dope.
Whoa.
That's nice.
That is pretty crazy.
Woo!
New Year's winter water. I see.
It's 6 days. Crystal clear lake, breathtaking landscape, swim in the water, fairy tale.
Alright, see, this water is not that cold.
Yeah.
They're not telling me a degree of cold water. Cold winter water. Cold winter water. See? It could be between 3 and 12 degrees for winter water in New York City. So that's fucking tough.
Sound good.
What do you mean you're good?
I can do it.
It's 12 degrees.
And we've been 12 degrees Celsius?
No, man, 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, Fahrenheit.
And we've been doing 32. That's cool.
That is fucking cold. I don't mind going in. It's coming out, trying to get warm again. Yeah. Like, I'd rather do it with a campfire.
I have to think about a safety mechanism.
We gotta do it. I think we should do it at the house. I think we should fucking get like a campfire going.
Can we do campfire together?
We gotta have food out.
Like a barbecue, pretend it's a barbecue?
Technically, the only way you should start fire over there is if you're cooking.
So we just gotta make some of that.
Get marshmallows.
Yeah, let's say s'mores. Yeah. That's a weird rule.
It is, but we gotta follow them.
I guess to make sure that people are not doing like stupid ass fires, like pointless, like just setting shit on fire.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It does, oh, this is what I want to talk to you about. This is crazy. I forgot what I was listening to. I think I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast. And they were talking about Murder Mountain. And they were talking about how the cartels are taking over the grow fields of marijuana. And and it makes sense. Like I can't say that I can knock it because it definitely makes sense. You know how the whole world war on marijuana was because we always thought they just don't want to smoke weed, like they just want to take our blood and all this other shit. But come to find out, I don't know if this is just by coincidence or if this is the product of it. There are cartels that are growing fields illegally. They're not being taxed because they're not paying tax money and all that shit. But the way that they're growing them is they're using this kind of poison, like they're using this solution on them to keep like pesticides and bugs off of them. But this stuff that they're using is almost like fentanyl and shit. It's like
the Mexican cartels.
Yeah. And they're selling it, and it's like causing problems for people, like respiratory problems, like cancers and shit like that. And they're saying that this is the problem that why we wanted to like not legalize marijuana. It wasn't because people could just grow their own shit. It's because you have people that are they don't want to pay the taxes and they don't want to go the legit route of growing it. So they end up growing their own farms and selling it, and you can't what do you call it? You can't test it. You can't put it.
It's not testable.
No, it is testable. When you go the legit way, like what people are trying to do, like in Colorado, you have to go through. You got to put your butt through labs and stuff like that. You have to get it tested. It has to be legit. You know, and that's what they say in the whole world. You ever heard of Humboldt County?
Is that sure people disappear in the ground?
Yeah, the Murder Mountain. They're saying that there's cartels all over that motherfucker. You know,
it could be like a hub.
They're all over. There's cartels all over, but mostly in California. It's mostly California, the West Coast, North. Pretty good. We're pretty safe over there. Yeah. Well, when it comes to bud, we don't got to really deal with that shit. That's the new thing right there. I gotta tell you that. Okay. So I gotta tell you something. So how's the clients? How's your clients doing over here? I heard you racking them up, man.
Trying. Honestly, this is my thing. Why I'm kind of like still in the progression mode. I'm not where I want to be is because I want quality clients. I don't want a fucking loser I want losers. I want someone who's out of shape. I want someone who's been fucking up for mad long. I want that, but I want someone who wants to do it. Like who's like, fuck it, this is it, let's do it. Instead of fucking people who just don't really know how to. I asked this person, I was like, listen, I'll train you. First sessions are on me. I just want to see if you're able to do certain things where your physical assessment is at. All right, cool. I was like, first step, write down your goals. Just write it down. Yeah, I got really good with Google Docs. That shit is dope. Yeah. So I adjusted the questions a little bit. I added different things, and I've been trying to manipulate them a little bit. Just be more how I am with the questions. And they couldn't even do that. The hardest thing for them to do was just write down what a goal was there for them. I was like, damn. I was like, how do you want me to train you? You can't even write down your goal. How do you want me to, like, that makes, it's not even impossible for me. It's like, how do you want me to help you accomplish your goal if I can't even if you can't even say what it is?
Well, maybe they're not ready for the program. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't get frustrated with that. You know, like, I think what you're doing is awesome, and what you should be concentrating on is creating something where you don't have to look for people to come to look for your services. You know, I was talking to Gracie's Fabio. We had a laugh about it because I told him this location is fucking dope, but there was no transportation before. I was like, how did you know they were gonna put like buses and stuff over here for people to get to? He was like, we didn't. True. And I was like, so you wasn't worried about people like getting here? Like, how do you like? Mostly like businesses, they want to be around trains or buses or something for people to get to. He said, it doesn't matter where you put this stuff. He said you can put this shit in the middle of the desert. If you got camels to get to them, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like people will come. Like it doesn't matter where you are, like, or just you don't have to worry about finding people. If you're promoting something that's fucking legit, something that's fucking fire, people are gonna come all over. Like look at
that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped going to people's gyms.
What do you mean?
Like I don't want to go to other people. Like before, like a lot of personal trainers, they like prostitute themselves. Oh, where are you training? I'll go over there. Where are you training? I'll pay for the. Hell no. I know I'm a good trainer. You're gonna come over here. This is the gym that I know I can get results. This is the gym that after a certain amount of clients, I've already proven I can show a certain amount of results at this location. Yeah. Why do I want to go to your location? They might not have the equipment I need. They might not have the atmosphere that I'm used to dealing with, that I know I could create, that'll give you the results. Nah, for that, you come here. You want this? This is the shit right here. If it's good, you can. If it's high quality, anybody will go to it.
That's crazy, son. Yo, you want to know what happened to the fucking deck? Holy
Good shit or bad shit?
It's kind of bad.
Boy.
I think we're gonna get through it, but it's kind of bad. After everything is done, we got the deck done. Everything is legit. We enjoying it. We get a letter in the mail saying that we're in violation of not filing for a permit
What?
for building the deck.
I thought that shit has been done.
Maybe. That's what I said. Contractor didn't file for the permit.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So now what?
So now we just got to go through the process. Hopefully they waive it. We told the contractor that if we did get fined, it was $450 for everything. We said the contractor's paying for it. We'll pay it for it, but we're gonna sue the contractor. Like, they have to pay for that. But we don't want to have to like rebuild it. Hopefully not, right? Like take it down and rebuild it and go through that shit.
The plans been approved?
I don't know if it's the plans, but they didn't file for it. Like it was just some shady shit, you know. He said that he talked to the county and that they said there was a repair and all this other stuff.
But it was a full construction.
So this is just another battle. We find out new information. You know, we never been through this, so we get to figure it out. Hopefully, we don't have to pay too much money. That's what I noticed too. Every time you go through some shit, like you can either go through school or you can go through the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like pay for the problem. I kind of compare it with like fixing cars. Like there's times when I was trying to fix my car, and I spent so much money trying to fix it to when I got to the actual problem, I could have just brought it to a fucking mechanic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I paid for the education. You know? There was one time I was trying to fix the transmission. Oh yeah. I spent like $400 or $500 trying to fix that shit. Still had to rebuild that shit. I gave $1,500 to the fucking guy. That's one of the things that I want to do. Hopefully, with this next property that we're trying to get, we can actually use some land to build a hangar. You know, I want to build a hangar to train and whatever the case is, and I want to use that fucking gym over there, the UFC gym. Yeah. Our next one we're looking at, there's some spots over there that we could find that has land. There's not like everybody goes over there to be closer to the lake in that area, you know. So those are the spots that are always going to be either taken or not for sale. But there's spots over there that are not that far that have land. So it's all what you're doing with it. Like it won't work for nobody else over there because they want the vacation field. But we will use it for dirtbag riding, hangar, all that shit. So that's the next look. Because hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I really hope hopefully after this journey and we get to a certain level of fitness and physique, and I want to get back on that track over there, you know. Hopefully open our own spot. You know, training camp. Yeah, man. I love the game, you know what I'm saying? I love that shit. It's just, life throws you a curveball and you gotta maneuver. Did you hear about that new, I was listening to some NASA guy talking, and he's in a field of innovation. They're always trying to, I guess, build new products and find things to aid in the human species to make it, I guess, easier or more beneficial, whatever the case is. And right now they're already in the process of putting DNA on like memory or cards or data. Like they could take your DNA or your neurological system and they could put them in a format where they could kind of adjust it. They could fluctuate it. They could maneuver. They can actually alter it, you know. But they can only do that on their computer, or they can do it on their mainframe. They're working on the process of building a transmitter or something that could like they could attach to the brain, so you can put like a USB, like the Matrix, and upload. You know what I'm saying? So I know Kung Fu. We're fucking there, like it's right there. They asked when they were talking to them, they were like, how long do you think this process is taking? And they said it's not going to take a decade. It's not going to take 7 years. It's not going to take 5 years. We're in the process of 3 years. 3 years, this stuff can happen because the time is moving by so fucking fast. You know? Remember when you used to play video games and your mom said you're not going to do nothing with your life doing that shit? Stupid. This stadium was being sold out for $15 million. Cash prize. You got to be a fucking.
So you don't listen to your parents. Fuck. If you're young, the old is stupid. Parents need adapting.
What if you got good parents though?
Yeah, you got good parents.
Like, I can't agree with that. If you got good
parents, listen to them. But still learn. You're adapting.
Like that kid, the smartest kid in the world. His parents are pretty good.
Yeah.
But
if you listen to them, maybe. Yeah, he's a rocket scientist. His parents are rocket scientists. That's an exception.
That's an exception. What about Michael Jackson's father? He made him famous. It came with a price.
It came with a price.
He made him famous as hell. He made him the most famous person in the world.
No, they should probably go on with that one.
Which one?
About Michael Jackson. He's like, alright, if he did do it though, he's like, why do you guys got molested? But it wasn't by Michael Jackson. Yeah. I was like, oh, damn, nigga.
I like what you said about Macaulay Culkin. He said, first of all, I'm no pedophile, but if I was, that would be the first nigga I'm fucking with.
Yeah, I was, damn.
Yo, that nigga's wild.
You want tuna salad?
You always want to eat that tuna shit, man. That shit is in the cans, man. I don't know if that's good for you, bro. I'm not too well known on these shit. Nigga, how you just gonna make a tuna sandwich when you're in a fucking podcast? This nigga's the worst, man. 2 weeks. You see what I got there with? See this shit? Tuna sandwich.
You gotta eat protein. So make it patties.
We get the tuna in the. You should get the tuna in the package rather than the can.
Yeah, it's a little more expensive.
Pay to play, bro.
Yeah. What? Sorry?
I want a sandwich. Damn, this is what is that? 30 minutes.
Huh? Yeah, I think the sandwich coming out. Very exciting.
Go ahead. I'm gonna tell them the story. Alright. So, once upon a time, there was a dude who needed to roll another blunt. And he had a lot of weed. So it wasn't a big issue. All he had to do was open his bag. Y'all can hear like all the dishes.
Yeah.
Every dish is banging right now. You gotta learn how to fucking
I don't know how that guy did it though. The guy did it made it like you could just fucking separate all the sounds.
Yeah, he did, but we ain't that guy. I gotta work later, man. Forgot about that shit. Bro, that shit don't even look like tuna fish. This nigga is making that shit look like cat, son. What is that? That tuna fish is not supposed to look like that. Yo, if I show him how that tuna fish look, that shit is not. Oh, now he want to put mayonnaise on it to cover it up. All right, I see.
Same bacon tuna fish.
Nah, man, that shit was not tuna fish. You sure? I don't know. Yo, we ain't in jail no more, son. Alright. So this fucking guy. I'm about to pause this shit. The fuck we gonna keep it going for? Who the fuck I'm talking to myself and shit? I can do this shit off the podcast. Yo, this nigga be hooking me up, man. I went to go see my nigga Jean. My nigga Jean, son. My nigga Jean on Washington. Yo, that nigga is fire, son. Holy shit. Shout out to Jean. I give that nigga the 220, son. Just to show him love. The 220s, I bang him out like bang. Thank you, John. You got me out of there, like, you know? Sometimes you just want to get a haircut and be out, right? You know? I dig this, yo. I love the barbershop talk. That's why I think that's why I got different barbers. I think that's what it is. I don't just got one barber. I got a few barbers, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want that elegant. Sometimes I want that barbershop talk. Sometimes I want that quickie. Sometimes I want that quickie. Sometimes I want that fucking conscience talk, you know? There's different barbers. All the barbers, you don't find a barber with all of them in one, you know? And then the barbers are probably talking shit to us like, yo, you a whole ass nigga. You been to one barber. What are you talking about? That's how it is, man. What? Oh, we're looking. Thank you, sir. Not at all. That shit was quick as hell. What you worked the cafeteria when you was there?
Yeah, military school.
Did you ever fucking fuck somebody's meal up? Mm-hmm. Never?
Because every week rotated.
Hmm.
Why would you want nigga to fuck with your food?
Some niggas do that shit, man.
True.
Put fucking antifreeze all in this shit. We fucked up. We shit in fucking blood. Man, we were supposed to go to Mountain Creek, man. We didn't have a chance to go to that shit.
No? I thought you guys went, no?
Nah, man. We was gonna go. We didn't go. Fucked up. We ended up getting into a big ass fucking bullshit ass argument.
To the day of?
Yeah. And everybody just said, nah, we ain't going. And then that's how it ended. I was like, yo, see, we could have went to Mountain Creek.
Man, you guys got some crazy pictures.
Who's that?
The Windrock crew. I really want to see what we do in them. Because honestly, yo, New York gets cold.
This is gonna be the test. This is like the level up. This is like it's like getting your boot up.
Mm-hmm.
See what we doing, right? The touch. It's already been a few months. There's the blue belt touch right here coming up.
Because there's some months where I'm already thinking like, damn, is it gonna be possible?
I was thinking about that the other day. Like when you think of a jiu-jitsu blue belt, a jiu-jitsu blue belt is supposed to fuck you up. Like, a legit blue belt is supposed to like know some shit.
At least basic tropes.
Not even basic. Like a legit blue belt is pretty fucking crazy. You know? A legit blue belt. I'm not talking about like a regular blue belt. You don't think so?
I think they should know. I don't know. I guess it's up to the grand circle of red belts to decide. But I think if you're a blue belt, you should know a good variety of tropes and submissions. And then I think it's purple, you should know how to put that into play.
At least the basics, right?
Yeah.
Fuck this sandwich up. Damn, I got some weed in my sandwich.
Bro, I destroy that shit.
Weird, you don't hit the chewing, no?
No. That's crazy. You can hear the dishes, but you can't.
I think that's what this is for.
Get that muffle out.
Yeah, that straight sound. So when you iron a jiu-jitsu competition,
Next one. And
come on, it's early.
no, too early.
Yeah,
It's November. October, September, November. I want to do something by the end of the year.
you should do one when you don't feel no pain.
It's alright. I do one like. How you always gonna feel pain.
No, you're not.
You can't fight and not feel pain.
You're never gonna be 100%, but when you have the choice, you should. It's only when you don't have a choice. Like, I can understand like fighting. You know what I'm saying, like if you're signed to a company, if they throw a fight on you, you're never gonna be 100%. Because you gotta take it, you know.
Yeah. The contract is.
Yeah, but if you're just coming back and you could choose any day to come and what the fuck, why not?
True.
Give me the words. I got the soul. Do they test for steroids in jiu-jitsu competitions? You get tuna fish all over you? That shit looks nasty.
It's
so,
like
damn.
I hate tuna meat.
You're gonna get in trouble, son. You're gonna smell your shorts and like, why you smell like some granny, bitch? What the fuck is this white shit on your pants?
Smells like a slop.
I was making tuna fish, baby. Oh, tuna fish, huh? Tuna fish, really? You think I'm stupid?
Tuna fish, just like, you know you only eat that for lunch.
Do they do steroids in jiu-jitsu? Yeah, but the competition, they haven't touched it?
There's no blood test.
That's fucked up. Like gay as hell.
I honestly, no. I think the pros now, they've been drug testing.
You sure?
Yeah. Because I know a couple of competitions that guy Gordon Ryan, he got tested.
I was watching him against some other dude.
He's savage.
He is.
Savage. Like the way he's disrespected some fucking high level black belt is ridiculous.
I forgot the guy's name. Fuck. It was very close.
It's not even disrespectful, it's just, yo. You just taking some guy that, oh, you've been doing jiu-jitsu for 30 years? Loser.
The guy he was fighting with, like a second degree black belt, he was running. Like, he didn't want to engage.
No.
It was a close fight. He got I think he got a takedown. That's where he got the 2 points from, and it was tied 2-2. And then Gordon was just pressing hard. He was just on the I'm gonna stay with my 2 points. But he ended up getting him. He said he wanted a rematch for that fight because he didn't submit him.
He didn't submit him. He liked it. Yo, I love that shit.
I was like, whoa.
His internet attacks are savage.
You know, he started with a Tonga Blast.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Tommy Blast and Gary Tonin is the one who really built them. Mm-hmm. And then, in my opinion, John Danaher just refined it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, they all work together though.
Yeah, it's the same team.
They give credit to all of them.
Yeah. We got blessed. Training with Gary Tonin, Tom DeBlas, and John Danaher.
All at the same time.
This fucking 18-year-old kid.
Shit.
It's like, if you're in boxing, you're training with Muhammad Ali, you're training with Joe Frazier and fucking Tyson.
That's like the Matrix. You just tap into the Matrix.
Morpheus and Trinity and Jax. They're all around you.
Plug them up.
I know Kung Fu.
I think it is. What? I'm gonna see him in MMA though. Did he ever do MMA or not?
He wants to. That's his goal. He's made comments. He was gonna do gi because he's only known for his no gi, and he made nice statements about him going to gi. And then he's like, it's not working. He's like, my goal is to go to MMA. He's like, so I'm just gonna continue training with the guys. I think before he fucked up his knee. He was training. He was sparring and practicing to get better at MMA. But let's see where his hands is at. That's a different story.
We'll see.
It's time. History has proven time and time again that if you haven't started with your hands, you're gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today. That's what I think the mistake is. I guess if they profess that, I hate people that profess that all you need is jiu-jitsu at MMA fight. Like, all you need is jiu-jitsu. Just get them down. Like, if you're not preparing
Until
to
they
fight,
go
like,
against a wrestler.
even getting punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? If you're telling your fighter, like, don't worry, pressure, just take down pressure. Like, what about the punches? What about, there's a lot
The
of
sidestep.
there's a lot of other factors. Get kicked. Let's see if he's willing to take that.
Look at Marcelo Garcia's career. Best jiu-jitsu fighter destroyed in MMA. A lot of jiu-jitsu fighters got destroyed in MMA. It's different when you get hit.
It's also the anxiety, though. The new environments. You might as well call him a white belt,
Because you're getting hit.
Get hit on the fight.
You're getting hit. That shit changes the world. Bing! Brown belt. Bing!
You ever got knocked out or dropped?
No, drop, yeah. Not drop.
I never got knocked out. I got dropped.
I didn't even feel it. It doesn't even hurt.
You don't?
Yeah, it doesn't even hurt.
I don't think I've ever been hurt with a punch.
Yeah, I think I just get more upset. You got me. I'm like,
I get hurt with stupid shit. Like your fucking toenail scratched my fucking leg and shit. I'm like, look, I got a cut, dude. My finger get twisted or some shit. Look at my finger bent, nigga. That shit going this way, nigga. That's it. Like, I'm getting punched. I don't know. It gets foggy. It's like it's like going in the hole and shit. Like when somebody's like continuously to punch you, it's like, all right, I'm done. But it doesn't feel like pain or whatever. It just feels like you lost. You tried, nigga.
Lost.
The day after hurts.
So you got some kind of bruise somewhere, that's why. You definitely feel it.
I'm super amazed that you don't have me chewing. This is fucking. I'm the worst chewer. I chew like a fat horse. Huh. Coming back with a vengeance, son. As soon as I start training every day, I'm choking everybody out. Everybody I'm talking about. Even Johnson, you know, walking down the room. What are you doing? You the way. Telling you, man. I love that shit now. You know when you step into Henzo's and you're like, I haven't had that feeling in a long time. I gotta kill these niggas.
I gotta kill everybody.
Cause you feel like they're just gonna murder you.
Some people try to.
They ever try to hurt you in there or not?
Depends on who you go with.
Seriously?
Everyone's trying to hurt you. It's not nice to strangle somebody.
Yeah, but there's an etiquette to it.
Yeah.
Like I never really had nobody really try to hurt me.
Like, try to do a fucked up elbow or some shit.
Not in a legit school. Like you get hurt, like as far as like
It could be by accident.
the only way I feel pain in a rolling situation is like if I deserved it. Like you passed me hard and you put shoulder pressure on me. I deserve this. Like, but as far as like
hurt, that's part of it.
that's what I'm saying. But as far as like
I think hurt is like when someone just like elbows your face and tries to. To me, it's part of the game,
but even that, I'm talking like even like a hit, like bang.
Yeah, everyone hits me.
Yeah.
Ooh, elbow. Yo, keep going. I'm sorry, fuck sorry. I hate that shit. It's part of the fucking, you're moving with another fucking grown ass adult male. Or a woman. It's a body. That shit hurts. Unless you don't poke my eyes and shit.
When you think about this, you think the trannies, you think they should come into MMA? You think they
should have their own league?
You think they should have their own league?
If they're gonna do it, have their own league. Why not?
TCL.
The tranny. Ultimate tranny league. Yeah, fucking. If they should. Alright. You want to fight? I feel like everyone should.
UTL.
UTL.
Nah, come on, man. That was a ladybug, no?
Ladybug to me. I think if you want to fight, you should be able to fight. But the other person should know what the fuck you were born. Don't tell me you're fucking.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like we should be both on the same page.
So if
I should know if you were a man and I'm a woman.
So if you're on the other side, they be like, yo, it's a girl over there. You be like, alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we both agree, alright, cool. But that has to be the.
What woman you gonna fight?
It has to be a separate league.
Yeah, but what woman would you fight?
Well, who I would pick to fight?
Yeah, like if you had to fight a woman, like who would you fight?
I'd fight Ronda Rousey.
You serious? That would be an easy fight.
For who? For me?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's not moving.
I hope they whoop your ass.
She's not moving my ass.
So, why would you fight her then?
To enjoy it.
To enjoy it. What the fuck?
Nah, there's no fucking woman I want to fight. But if there's gonna be a fucking tranny league, I feel like, alright, cool. This shorty should know that that's a man. You think you can fuck him up? Alright. Let's see it. He used to be born a man, by the way.
Who?
Like the person, like if it's a Chinese, like, oh, you're about to fight a Chinese. Alright, cool.
I'm just pretty fucking obvious sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
nigga, what are you talking about? That shit, you can't identify it.
And those sports, because they're all fucking juiced up. They're all fucking with hormones anyway, the Chinese.
The UTL.
So Dave Chappelle, he said, imagine if LeBron decided he was a woman. When he paid for the WNBA, scored 855 points.
That's horrible, man. You need, I mean, it's equality, right? It's all about.
No, there's no equality. It's bullshit.
How is there no equality?
Because there's no way everyone's born.
So you saying 145-pound champion male, UFC champion, can possibly lose
to what?
to a 145-pound UFC champion woman?
No.
Never?
Never.
Never happened?
Never happened.
And never life?
Never.
Well,
Maybe
that's equality.
It's not equality.
That is equality. That's equality. If a 145-pound woman champion can beat a 145-pound man champion, that's equality.
It's equal weight.
Equal weight.
It's not the same. It's like, what would you rather get hit by, 100 pounds of feathers or bricks?
It's the same shit.
Yeah, but I think the bricks are gonna leave that little extra.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it
the
is.
same shit.
Listen,
Yo, you just
get 100,
oh
you
my
get
God.
100-pound woman.
I'm glad that shit was on camera.
You get a 100-pound woman, 100-pound man. You mean to tell me they
Oh
both
my
gonna
God.
hit you the
It's the
same
same weight.
No.
It's the same 100-pound. Oh my
No.
God. I can't believe we're going through this.
No, it's not.
I can't believe this shit is
There's a
happening.
different force.
100 pounds is 100 pounds.
All right.
No matter what it is.
So you get a woman who weighs 100 pounds and a man who weighs 100 pounds. Who you want to get hit by?
I can't believe you're doing this.
Who do you want to get hit by?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
It's 100 fucking
No,
pounds.
no, no.
No.
I can find a 200-pound woman who won't hit you the same weight as a 150-pound man.
It's the same weight. It's not the same. It's the same weight.
It's a different force. It's the same weight, but a different force that's hitting you. Nigga, if you get hit with 100 pounds of feathers, you think you're gonna be hurt?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
100 pounds, right? 100 pounds of feathers. What's 100 pounds of feathers? What does it look like?
A lot of feathers.
So you think
You probably suffocate.
No, but if you hit me with 100 pounds of
It's
feathers,
gonna be to get 100 pounds of feathers. You're gonna have to probably be a bag, crazy big.
crazy big ass bag, right?
With 100 pounds of steel, all you need is like this little ball right here.
That's what I'm saying.
So
which
yes, this is gonna fuck you up versus
But-
that big ass bag of feathers.
But it depends how fast you're throwing. Like if you hit, like if you throw the steel like that, like a regular and it hits me, it's not gonna hurt as much as if you throw a whole 100 pounds of bag and just fucking like run me over the
Regardless of
fucking
feathers, no woman is hitting the same as a man. That weighs
Oh shit. Okay, so what weighs more, 100 pounds of feathers or 100 pounds of braids?
They're the same weight.
They're the same
They're just
weight.
hitting you different.
They hit you different.
They hitting you different.
Oh, that was funny. Maybe you're right, because 100 pounds of feathers might feel fluffy.
It'd be mad big. Alright, I got hit by 100 pounds.
Bring the length.
You give me someone fucking 100 pounds of steel, boom. How you go out?
Well, how much is 100 pounds of steel? Oh, that's a lot.
That's the same.
It's like a dumbbell and shit. 100
100
pounds?
pound dumbbell?
Nigga, that's heavy.
It's fucking heavy. And it only has to be this big. It's not, no, nah, 100 pound dumbbell.
Yeah, still, anyway, that shit's knocking you out. Anyway.
It's just killing me.
Oh, no. I'm rethinking about this. 100 pounds of feathers is like, well, but what if their feathers are compressed?
It's like a super feather.
It becomes a dumbbell.
Fucking super feather.
But if you compress a feather, it becomes a dumbbell. So it's the same shit. You can have a dumbbell feather, like a feather dumbbell. If you compress it, right?
Let's integrate the classes. And the women should just knock each other out.
You can knock somebody out with a 100-pound feathered dumbbell. I'm pretty sure.
How big is it gonna have to be?
If the same size, you just compress it all. You just like you gotta compress it. You just pressing the whole shit into like a dumbbell.
Maybe.
I think so, yeah. Sure. You know what? There's levels of tuna fish sandwich. And sometimes you could just tell when you eat somebody's tuna fish sandwich if they've been locked up or not. Because they made it too good, goddammit.
That's all they
Only a
do.
little bit of ingredient. You're like, where you been? You've been through some hard times. You can tell somebody make a whack ass tuna fish sandwich. You're like, you ain't been nowhere, God. What the fuck? Right out the can.
You never been hungry.
You ain't never been hungry. Like,
Yeah.
what did that direction say?
You don't know what a Vienna sausage is it?
Whoa, don't that. Yeah, I used to. You know what I used to do? I used to run them under hot water so I could get them warm.
Why?
I like them warm. Like,
You just didn't cook them.
I didn't have oh, you bougie. You see, you got to cook them. I was popping them right out the can.
Yeah, just eat them then.
I couldn't. No, you can eat them warm. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the slime and everything off and shit. You run them on the hot water. You leave it there for a little bit, then you take it off.
Yeah, I'm
Like
saying
so.
right out the can.
Salad, see?
The slime is like that.
Nah,
It comes off.
Nah, you gotta. It's elegant. When you eat so
Elegant.
many.
There's no elegant way to eat a Vienna
Yes, it
sausage.
is because when you eat
Why
them
can't
so
you chop
much.
them up and put it in the
No,
spaghetti?
when you eat Vienna sausages every day, you gotta find new ways to make it exciting.
Put it in rice. Chop it up, put it in rice.
Put it in bread.
Yeah, there you go.
Mad Vienna sausages, bread. Oh, bread sausage. Oh, bread sandwiches.
Yeah.
Vienna sandwiches, yeah. Vienna sandwiches.
Four is left. Damn.
Yeah,
This just came through though.
that shit's. And what was your favorite pork meal?
Peanut butter and jelly. This is poor English.
Yeah, but peanut butter jelly don't count.
Why?
And because it's
I
not
feel like
really
if you
pork.
pour, you can still get a
Nah.
peanut butter and jelly.
No, you can't.
You can get $5. You get that one that's half jelly, half peanut butter.
Yeah, but that's not good.
It's a poor person's sandwich. This shit works.
Like the Jiffy is like $3.49, and then the jelly is like $4, and then you got to get the bread. That's like $10. That's shit. I guess so.
It's not $10.
Almost $10. Nowadays it's $10.
Take it to the doctor.
She going?
I got you.
She got insurance?
No.
You gotta get insurance, girl.
Oh, I gotta get it.
That was expensive. How much is just show up?
Because honestly, they'll charge you to show up, but they can't do nothing. Showing me the dog. Oh, well, I can't test anything until I do blood work, X-ray. Alright. So what do you fucking go for? Can I just be a technician, please? Like, technicians are more valuable than doctors, I think.
Well, it depends. Because a doctor, like a true doctor, is supposed to be the captain on the ship. And they're supposed to know all angles of whatever field they're working on. A good doctor, you know what I'm saying? You can't shit on all doctors, you know, because there's some good ones that know how to steer the ship. And some is just going by the boat, you know? Smoke a lot of weed, man.
Yeah.
I was rolling at 6 o'clock. I found out that you have to let go a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like when you're rolling with somebody, depends on who you rolling with. But like if you're rolling with somebody who's like kind of aggressive, you kind of gotta let go a little bit to find the openings. That's the hard part. And I did that with the dude, is blue belt. He was like trying to pass. I let him pass all the way around until he went all the way to the side and like just fell into a hard ball. I was like, whoa, because I let go. Like I'm gonna just let go, but just moving with it. Because I noticed like when the brown belts and the black belts roll, it's not a lot of fight. They're not fighting. Even when the brown belts roll with the lower levels, they're not fighting so much. Placing it.
Figuring it out.
And I'm like, I feel like I'm fighting for my life. How you know? You're not even sweating. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that me personally, I'm doing wrong. Put that guilt to good use, though. I'll tell you that. Yo, that shit's a good feeling. I love that shit, man. That shit remind me of like war stories and shit. You know how the Japanese put on their fucking war suits and shit? I put that shit, I wear that shit proud. I know I earned that shit. Even 3 years after not being on the mats, I can roll on the mat and just roll blue belts. I've been there training. Not get abused, not get tapped. You know what I'm saying? When I get to the purple and brown belts, them niggas, they abuse me. The brown belts over there abuse me.
Purple and blue belts for how
When your arms are good, you don't have no problem with any the hands of purple belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, yo. Handos is a special place on Mondays. Like,
You can see an old man, and all of a sudden he's whooping ass, and then you can see a big brolic dude, and he's getting his ass kicked. And then you see, you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. It's like you have to. That's why I love it, because you have to kind of sense people the second you touch them. You touch them, and you're like, all right, what is he? And then he starts doing some shit, and the more he touches you in a weird way, it's like the more you understand his skill level.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna tell you, like, yo, everyone could have black rash cards. Doesn't mean they're black belts. And then some people could have purples and like the blue, like this distinguishable ones. But that doesn't mean they're not a black belt. They just took that shit out their closet.
Laundry day.
Laundry thing, yeah, hell yeah.
That's crazy. Universal language in jiu-jitsu, man. You can't bullshit on the match.
nah. Bullshit stands for it.
Yep. Well, I'm liking it over there at the spot, at the regular racing gym.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, man. Shit is dope.
Let's get it out.
Yeah. It's real dope, man. They welcome you over there, you know? You know that feeling, like, I'm pretty sure when you walk through, it's like the feeling you get when you walk into Henzo, you know? You're welcome, you know?
Yeah.
Especially by good quality professors, you know? I showed them that I earned my blue belt, you know what I'm saying? I know when they first saw me, they were like, oh, shit, here we go, son. Where you get that belt from? Who gave you that?
Yeah. That's the first thing. You see the color, you want to see who gave
You got the blue belt and they got 4 stripes on it, so it's like,
where'd you get that? What you got to do with that?
you know? So I'm like, I bust my eyes, I showed them, like, yo, ain't no quit, man. The only people we got in here that gonna tap me out is these fucking brown ones over there. That's it. You know, I may get caught once in a while, maybe. And I didn't abuse the lower belts. Like, the people that had lower skill, I didn't abuse them. Work with them.
That's why the students are very good now.
I'll be wrong with everybody.
You know what? One of them yesterday, he was like, "Oh, when are you gonna get your shoulder surgery?" I was like, "I've been had shoulder surgery." He's like, "This whole time?" I was like, Yeah. He said, get the fuck out of here. He's like,
I'm trying to get my shoulder back, motherfucker.
I said, I'm trying to get a back on killing you.
That's good.
In Southpaw, I moved around with Paul.
He was talking about it, and he was like,
He showed me real quick all the flaws I had at Southpaw. I was like, oh, all right. I can't spar professional yet.
he's good, man. He knows how to move.
But he gave me credit. He was like, yo, for one hand, he's like, yo, you're doing great. Because, I tagged him a couple times in my jab, and I was trying to move, and then there was a foot extended all the way to the face.
Yeah.
But what I did was I faked it. I went up top, and then did like that Tuesday Dillashaw shit, and like shot forward and to the body. And then came up top with a hook. I was like, oh! I was like, yo, that shit worked.
It landed flush like a.
It landed good, like good enough for me to appreciate it. Like it didn't land hard or anything, but I was like, damn, like that was. I could see how that could work officially. And then that nigga was just destroying my legs. Bam! He's like, check. I was like, I can't.
Would you have a hard problem checking? Like the speed of lifting your leg up? Or?
I can't translate the information, I think. Because, like, I'm used to being here. So the left leg, I'll check. He even said it. He's like, yo, when you're standing regular, he's like, you don't do that. He's like, you move a little bit better and your leg comes up fast. He's like, you southpaw. And then, shit, my switch kick looks like a 12-year-old girl. But yeah, when he would come forward, I honestly instinctually want to lift my left leg, but he comes and he kicks this, and it's just stuck there. And then when I try to get out the way, he was giving me a hard ass time.
You have
He was barely trying to.
Do you have like notions of trying to grab the leg?
Yeah.
Should work on that. There's no wrestling camps. You gotta get to a wrestling camp. Does Henzo got wrestling camps?
Maybe that's the wrestling guys.
You gotta go through that. The only thing about that is that it's hard on the body.
Yeah.
So you gotta figure that out, you know. To get into wrestling late, it's a little tough. You gotta find the right team to do it, and you gotta like do it slowly, kind of. So it's not a lot of time, but you gotta find.
You gotta find the technique. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do that bad though. Against wrestlers, I don't feel like I do that bad. If anything, they usually think I came from a wrestling background.
Yeah, you look like a wrestler.
Yeah.
You can wrestle, but in the grand scheme of things, when you wrestle, let's say you wrestle a prime wrestler. Let's say you wrestle somebody.
It takes me down.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're gonna deal with. You're gonna deal with not only that, but you're gonna deal with a wrestler that's maybe he's not prime, but the way he mixes with his striking makes him prime. You know? So he could just hit you up on top, but for the shot, his wrestling not be on maybe all good.
It's a good time.
But the way he set you up. I've been following this. I don't even want to mention him because he's not about the smoking and blood and shit. But I should mention him because you know what I'm saying. This is natural and shit. You know, I choose to do this. He don't choose to do it. There's a Mustafa boxing coach, and he has a stable of fighters right now that he's been training since they were young. From the slightest movements, every increment of their movements. You know what I'm saying? The way he started his 4-punch combination. You know, I think that's where he started from the ground up. Of course, he started with the stepping and the movements and stuff like that, head movement. But the way he threw his punches, he started with holding the punches there, like almost photoshopping. You know what I'm saying? Like getting pictures in your head of where you're supposed to land when you end the shot. So he'll hold it. Boom. This is where your hand's supposed to be. Keep it here. Boom. Boom. Everything there. Straight. Turn. Keep your shoulder tucked. And he'll follow up. 2. Boom. Bring his hand back. You know what I'm saying? Hold it up. Foot up. 3. Boom. Hold it up. 4. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at his camp now, holy shit.
Stable of fighters?
I'm pretty sure at least 3 of them are going to be champions. At least.
Really?
Yeah. At least. It has to be. He has this one heavyweight Mack truck, they call him. And if you saw him in the beginning, he was a chubby kid. what I'm saying? He's a heavyweight. He's a short heavyweight, but he has a lot of weight on him. He's like Andy Ruiz, but he could fight. He could fight. He could bang, son. And the way he throws his punches, the way he throws his combinations, the way he ducks under, the way he moves, Mac Truck, bro. He's gonna be a champion. He's only 18, 19 years old.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. He went to the nationals or the amateur nationals. I think they're trying to push him for the Olympics. I'm not sure they should. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a candidate. You know, he has other fighters too. He has a couple of shorty fighters that are there banging. Just the way he trains. There's a few pros that came to him to like get some insight too. Like if they were in the area, they came. I forgot who stopped by. Big. Oh, I forgot. I can't believe I forgot his name. But he's another heavyweight that's on the up and coming. He's like mixed with Swahilian or some dude. Like he's black and Swahilian or some shit. He's like mixed with Rock and Detroit or some shit. Just a big black dude, you know what I mean? Where he fights like Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he throws his punches, mad athletic, strong as hell. I forgot his fucking name. But he's on the up and coming, and he came to rock with him. He got some good people coming, but he's I want to say he's Muslim, Mustafa. I'm pretty sure he's Muslim.
Well, I thought he was too. He has the things, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Forgive me if I got that wrong. But he's pretty straight. He's a straightforward dude, you know. So I do smoke. I know it's not part of your religion, but I hope you don't mind me mentioning you because you do good work for the sport of boxing.
Is he against it, or he just doesn't do it?
He probably just doesn't do it. I don't know if he's against it. Of course, with fighting and boxing, he's probably definitely against it. He should because smoke does take away oxygen, you know. Especially on the come up when you still building. It's not good for kids when they're still building. If you're already adult and you adjusted to it, and your body is on, you know, it's already adapted to it, then that's a different story. But even the best athletes, you know, they don't really smoke, you know. So it's all choice. Andre Ward, he definitely says that shit. I follow Andre Ward. He says if you want to be the best, you can't smoke. I'm not trying to be the best. Just to let y'all know, I'm not trying to be the best boxer. I'm not trying to be the best fighter. No. I just enjoy smoking. I'm done with that. Juno? This nigga Nate Diaz, man. Holy shit.
So a fight?
Man, I love that shit. Man.
I knew it was gonna be bloody.
Oh, he's so good. He likes that dog fight, you know. He brought the fight to Pettis, but Pettis broke his foot. That's the thing was. I wish I want to see him fight head up for like 3 rounds. But
that's what happened.
He broke his foot.
Yeah.
I don't know what round he did. I think he did it in the first round, not for now. Let me look that up real quick. I'm telling you. What round did Pettis break his foot? Yo, in the first round, bro.
Damn, it's tough, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Nate Diaz got a bone. He broke his foot in the first round, and he fought till the third. He got beat up, but it was mostly on a ground and pound. He had to fight off his back, right? Kept getting taken down or some shit, or was he beat on the fucking on stand up?
It was a good fight, but a little bit of both. Nate Diaz jiu-jitsu was way better.
Yeah, but it's different when your foot is broken. Have you ever had your foot hurting?
Yeah. He broke it on him, or he broke it before the fight?
The first round, he broke that shit. He broke it on like kicking.
Shouldn't have kicked.
Shouldn't have kicked. Yeah, this guy. So he kicked. Now what?
He fucked up. He shouldn't have kicked.
He fucked up. Where the fuck is my chocolate at, man?
Oh yeah. You want to go in the bags?
Yeah, I got it.
Like Anderson Silva, he shouldn't have picked.
I nigga kicked twice, right? He broke his leg twice or no?
Once.
What was the last time he got hurt?
He got knocked. No, he got knocked out. Then he broke his leg.
Nah, man, the last fight that he got hurt again.
He did.
The last fight that Anderson Silva had, how did he lose? He didn't.
It was a decision.
No, I'm not talking about the one the one before that. Then he break his leg and then he came back and broke some other shit.
Nah, he just broke his leg once.
Alright.
Oh, is it in the bag with the beer? Ooh, that's gonna be the hardest chocolate you ever had. Oh, look at the beer.
Oh, nigga. That's my beer?
Yeah.
You want, I'm not gonna drink it.
Alright.
You want your own beer?
That's
Yeah. I drink, oh look, see?
Oh,
I'm
alright,
drinking
so
that.
I'll have that.
Yeah. This nigga got his freeze on.
Nah. Not for nothing, my food is not dope. Like the illest thing in this house for no reason.
What do you mean no reason? That shit
Because it's annoying. Like I'll put something in the refrigerator and it'll be frozen. Like that's gonna be a trick. That's good, bro.
Damn, son.
Polish dark chocolate.
Should taste good.
Yeah.
Oh man. So this nigga fought with one fucking leg, man. He did, man. I forgot he got lucky there. Travis was supposed to win that.
No.
He said no.
Why? How was he supposed to win?
Because he broke his fucking foot.
Doesn't mean he's supposed to win.
Everybody know what you can't eat this with chocolate. Sorry. It's tired, you can eat this shit. That's like me eating antifreeze.
Oh, he's for winning. Oh, I fucked up.
Who you?
I thought I pressed the volume and pressed the power.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. I came back real fast. Saw it?
It's not. Is that the fucking pick that he?
Alright, the comment in here is for the record.
This chocolate is special.
It's not bad. I was like, wow, that's a really good dog.
See, you got caught. Got caught again. That's where he broke his foot. Finally, you heard that shit? Crack.
Honestly, I'm always iffy about commenting on the Diaz brothers boxing.
Why?
Because it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's like fast, but not fast. Or it's like slapping, but not slapping.
It's all offense.
I don't get it.
Their boxing is all offense. There's no defense. I throw them.
So they don't mind getting hit, bro.
They throw a bunch of combinations, not using your power, and you're basically tiring your opponent out. You're beating them up in a variety of punches.
In volume.
Volume, yeah. But there's no defense.
It's like a crushing move.
I still think it's a dope fight. Give him a piece of chocolate. Which one? She said the purple one next time, right?
I guess.
Let me try it next time.
The purple shit was milk chocolate. I don't want to put milk. I mean, I didn't have milk, but not too much. Is his foot broken, you think?
Now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
I feel like he's very defensive.
I feel like he was trying to walk it off.
Yeah. Feels good. No, I'm surprised.
Do that chocolate.
Now, for another, if his foot's broken right now, then he would definitely probably beat me. It's still nice,
You did good. I mean, the fight was hard, man.
What's something broken? How's the takedown? Easy.
He's so good on the ground. He did. I heard his name ring bells and shit. And the jiu-jitsu well. Just because he has the MMA background.
That and he trains with Chrome Gracie.
Yeah.
Soft. if you train with Chrome Gracie, there's no way he's soft.
He train a different type of jiu-jitsu. It's not just the gi, no gi.
What's that real
Self-defense is all the time. You gotta be alert. They roll on the kitchen floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, they roll in the backyard.
I'm sure they had mad drunk nights where they go, what's up, huh?
Yeah, probably.
So I'll take this out to the yard, homie.
Let's go to the grass, nigga.
Let's go on the grass. Yeah, he did. What's that?
I love round one, man. It's getting scary when you can't tell the difference between a UFC game and a real life fighting. And shit, they look similar.
Well, street fights are going crazy now.
The UFC game, the graphics.
Yeah. There's a lot of sponge there. I think the best was getting better in boxing at certain times. See, I just can't I don't like that shit like that.
What, slapping shit?
Yeah. But they make it effective. I don't get it. I guess it's because of their body type.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta be lanky to do that shit.
I think that's
and
only.
durable.
I think that's a style that only works for them motherfuckers.
They gotta be durable. Like, they gotta be bred for that. They're durable, they're lanky,
They take a lot of
they take a
punishment.
lot of punishment. They get cut mad easy.
That's what I feel like. Their style is like they have to take 3 punches to land one.
I'm not pushing one, though.
Yeah.
See that shit was fast. But how effective?
He didn't hit him at all.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did like a quick, I think.
Oh, what happened? Eye poke. How is this nigga's foot broken? He's just walking around. Oh, he's limping right now. I just saw that.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. All that tissue. What do you call that? Scar tissue. Yeah.
You think he boxing out?
I box anybody out. I swear to God, if I'm in shape, I box anybody out. I'm just a fuck up.
How tall is he?
Who, Nate? He's like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there, 6.
You know what
Yeah, he's 6 feet.
You know what I'm impressed by? That nobody just fucking like grabs him in the hand or something.
He
He's
can't.
fucking tired as a girl.
Who, Nate Diaz?
Yeah.
Can't. He's
tie
long.
him up.
You can't do that with lanky motherfuckers. That's the rule of jiu-jitsu. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I mean, wrestling, no, but in jiu-jitsu, even in wrestling, too. Especially with long, lanky dude is strong, they have...
Look, how he just took him down.
His foot is broken.
This shit looks like it has nothing
You'd be surprised. Yo, he's fighting on survival. His adrenaline's pumping through that shit, but...
to do. You got hurt real fast.
Bam, he got kneed in the head. Bam. If you gonna take him down,
This is crazy.
come on, bro. Let's go. He tried to throw a flying knee in the clinch. Oh, did he stumble? Did he wobble? Did Nate Diaz wobble there or not?
I don't know. Because he
That's
kind of
weird.
like walked right back into it. So.
Yeah, it's weird. He just needed to throw a little bit more.
I think he was for kicks, but his foot was going to see right then.
He's trying to fight back. Oh,
See, like, how is that hurting, man? He makes it look like it hurts. They look like whack ass punches. Like he's going like this, but you see his face clearly getting affected.
it looks like every punch he's throwing is with power. He's mixing it up. Small punches of power and then large punches of power. Like he'll pity pat, pong pong, pong pong. He'll hit hard. Pity pat, pong, pity pat, pong, pity pat, pong. You know what I'm saying?
This is a tactic, right? This
Yeah.
good.
Not every punch is gonna be hard. So he's opening you up. He's just and it doesn't look like the punches are hurting, but
One of them is
the
gonna-
ones he's changing up speed on it is cracking.
They tap him out, or he just.
I don't know. I forgot. I think he went 3 rounds. Was it decision? He went 3 rounds.
Yeah, I feel like the Diaz brothers knew how to throw L kicks. Ooh, game changer.
Yeah.
They would be fucking.
Primarily boxing.
Yeah, but if they threw a kick, like if they were somehow some coach made them throw like some Kung Lee type kicks, they'd be who would fuck with them? Nobody. Nobody. They'd be fucking insane.
Ooh.
I'm surprised they don't. I'm surprised they haven't got like some kind of, I guess, fuck it, right? If they already got no boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking mad. What you talking about? His head coach, man? He should have stopped it right here. This nigga, yeah, that's crazy.
He almost killed him.
He's killing him. Yo, this, come on, look at this.
He got out of there.
He looks like someone trying not to get raped.
He looks like he's not trying to die right now.
Yeah, that means he's losing.
But he survives this shit. Congrats to the shout out to the ref, nigga. Like, he let it go.
The ref, yeah, bro. He could have stopped it.
Hell yeah. I mean, how did he fall? Did he just drop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He dropped him. He didn't trip.
Look, he's on top. Let's see.
It's a good word.
Overzealous.
Yeah, a little overzealous.
Put that in your notes, man.
Yeah.
Use that word at least 5 times a day, goddammit.
Cat, you're acting a little bit overzealous.
Like, what you just said to me, motherfucker? Overzealous, you
Oh,
heard?
yeah. Overzealous.
Oh, look it up, goddammit. That's what you're being. She gonna come back at you with another word. Feeling distraught.
Distraught.
What? Oh. Oh, you want to go ratchet, huh? You want to go ratchet.
Sounds like you're parched. Go get some hands.
Look, he got out of there.
That was like the stupidest crap. He's like, come on, homeboy. That's dope.
Man, that was a fucked up. Why'd he do that for?
Because he knows he don't feel scared. Look. You're not scared.
Yeah, hold on.
He's just rolling on the mats right now.
You gotta learn some shit.
Look at that. He's just rolling on the mats.
That was stupid, pedals. You're gonna get punched in the face.
There's black belts and there's black belts.
Yeah.
And there's black belts who roll from racing.
You don't wanna be there. That shit ain't gonna work. You gotta, I don't know. What do you do from there? Stand up?
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Because he's mixing in punches and submissions. So get the fuck out of that situation, man. He's fucked.
He cut his head though. Yeah, cut your head, nigga. Look at that shit. He always got cut though. Whoa.
Yeah, he sneaks that shit in. Crazy.
Good defense. I gotta learn this shit, man. My worst defense is my back control.
Yeah?
Yeah, I always get fucking choked, man. That was the fight? It was a good fight, man.
He knows he got a look at him. I was surprised by Alec getting there. He did good shit. Even, shut up. Shit's mad loud. Because Alec was selling real estate here, right? Like he wasn't training hardcore to fight Habib. He was
He wasn't training to
He
fight
was just training.
but he was training to fight somebody.
yeah, but not. I don't think he had a big head nervous. He was probably just like in the
No, he
gym.
was in camp.
Yeah, he was in the camp.
He had a camp, yeah. I think he had a fight that fell out. He trained for a fight, the fight didn't come through because the fighter got hurt or some shit, so he was already ready. And then they gave him the Khabib fight for like 4 days notice or so, or a week notice or some shit.
Yes.
He was already ready, so
That's different, though. You don't go to fight someone else and then say
I think that's probably the only way to fight that dude, to be honest.
spontaneous. Like he's not ready for you either.
I think if you think about fighting Khabib for so long,
You'll fucking fuck yourself.
yeah, you fuck yourself. I think that's why he did so good, because he didn't have to think about it so long. Yeah, you fight Khabib, yeah, I'm fighting motherfucker in like 3 days.
Tomorrow. Oh shit. All right, fuck it. Let's do
You
this.
didn't have the time to digest that shit.
You did good though. This is Habib is a fucking ferocious monster. You see how he moves like that? Like that's
Who's he fighting next?
oh yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I want to see what he can do with him.
I think he's gonna beat the shit out of Poirier.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I think Alicante is a better fighter than Poirier, and this is happening. Maybe. I don't know. I think he's definitely gonna get
Why do you think Ali Quinta is better than Poirier?
stronger wrestling. He's tough. Yeah, Alicante wasn't getting fucked up by anybody really. I thought he was a good fighter, but let's see. I don't think Poirier has what it takes to knock Habib out. And I don't think if you don't have what it takes to knock him out, that's your other option.
Find out the kid.
Like stick and move. If you can make it rock, stick and move, right? The whole time. Like stick, move. I'll score him 100%.
He's gonna run after you though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
be
there's
fast.
it's a cage. There's but so many places you can run to.
Like he's really gonna run after you. That's it. Like
Nigga.
he's gonna grab you. You gotta figure it out.
And I think you get more tired running backwards than forward.
Yeah.
And he fights fucking bears.
Or like there's different kind of strengths, right? He has a different kind of grip, a different kind of strength. When he grabs somebody, it's a lifetime of fucking
You
muscle
see it.
fibers.
Yeah, you just see it in their face.
There's a picture, I don't know if you've seen the picture, there's a picture of him standing next to Everlast and Conor McGregor's fighting. And after the fight is done, he's calling Khabib out or some shit, and all you see is Khabib standing up, just looks like a devil inside and shit. He's looking at Conor. It's like an iconic picture. Everlast is looking at him like,
This thing is vicious. Yeah.
Khabib. Yeah, I can't believe Conor McGregor's still in the fucking mix.
He left rich.
He left Rich. But he lost Rich, right? He lost his